Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey, folks, my name is Brad Varnell. This is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Tuesday morning, February 10th, month and 10 days into 2026. And we're just going to do a little bit of a quick market update today. Um, as you guys can see, Bitcoin is down over the last 24 hours, just under 1%. So nothing too exciting to talk about. But if we look at our BYDFi chart here, you can see that a few hours back, looks like at about 8 o'clock this morning, 7:45 this morning, it had a nice little retracement all the way down to 67,800. And so, guys, I am really just staying away from trades. I've got two trades in here that you can see are heavily in the red. I got in on a trade last week on VeChain for $100 at 00811 and basically already down 20%, even though it was at 5x leverage. VeChain is all the way down to 00774. So it's that $100 trade is $20 underwater, and my Avalanche trade is really in bad shape. The only thing saving it is that I accidentally did cross margin, and I have some USDT here. Now it's showing about $272. I think that should be more like 500. So not only have I lost, like it's showing here unrealized profit $400 on this trade, and it was only a 5x trade. And I've only got $212 in it. So it's about double what it would take to be have a liquidation price under normal circumstances. And so I'm going to pop over here real quick to Sammy Price Crypto Lifer. Here we go. I can only assume this will dump. Every descending triangle does. This was at 7:39 in the morning. And then amazingly, look at this, guys. 7:39, and here it is, 7:45 going on 8 o'clock, 10-15 minutes later. And, the chart, goes down, and it is amazing at how good he is. If you are not part of the 99, he has a $99 a month trading group, and it is pretty darn easy to make your $99 up when you pay attention and actually listen to what he is doing. But he is staying away from the markets, and I am going to stay away from the markets. On that note, I mean, if you really have to trade one way or another, up or down, you're going to have to figure out what that's going to look like to you. I can't tell if we're just getting, some more sideways chop, and at what point in time we're going to, take out this lower level and, blast down from 70 down to, 55. I think that if we continue downward, we're going to head down towards 55. Might take a little while to get there. Obviously, if we travel back upwards, then we need to get into, that 90 range. I believe that 93,000 is a relatively key level, and we should probably shouldn't get too extremely bullish until we're all the way back up into the 90s. On that note, guys, I know that today seems like a super short day, but there's really just not a whole lot to go over. We go back here to the old regular, the regular chart. I will say that there's, a mixture of red and green on the altcoins, but it's very minimal. You see here 0%. 0.1%, 0%, 1%, 0.9%, 0.3%. So over the last 24 hours, really nothing has done a whole lot of anything, which means that you get some still have some great spot chances. I think Avalanche here at a little over $8 or a little under $9 is a great spot to pick up a little bag of some Avalanche. Um, as we scroll down, I mean, Uniswap here at $3.37. To me, that seems like a pretty good spot to pick up a little bit of Uniswap. You can see that back during most of the last year, it bottomed out at around $5, $4.76. So it's quite a bit lower than where it's been in a long time. Even if we look at its max chart, I mean, this thing way back here in 2020, $2.98. So you have an opportunity. Look at it here. The all-time low was September 17th at $1 for in 2020, and now it's $3.37. So that's just a token. If I was looking to pick something up, we know it's got utility. We know that it's not going anywhere. We know that it's not gonna go out of business on us. The odds of making money on Uniswap at $3.37 are significantly higher than a lot of things that you can invest money in. Yet, in my opinion, it still has the opportunity to, make you a couple hundred, 200, 300, 400, 500%. And if you're willing to hold it for, 3 or 4 or 5 years, that could be significantly more. And I think you just got to go through and find your own favorite coins. Like I know Aave is Eric Bernstein's one of his favorite tokens. So Aave here at $100 is probably a pretty good time to look at maybe picking up some more Aave. We got Polygon all the way down to just over a penny. That's a great one. And then VeChain, as I said, VeChain is 007. You can get a lot of VeChain for a few $100 at 007. And then one lower altcoin gem that we have talked about a little bit on the channel. If I was sitting around and I wanted to do something that was a little further down the scale, I think Metis tokens here. Metis is all the way down at 666. That's not my favorite number by a long shot. I don't like that. But at $3.75, we're talking this was a $323 token, January of 2022. So 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, this thing was 100x from where it is. If you look at just in the recent past, go here to this little pump here. On November of 2024, it was all the way up at $63. Even if we go way over here, September of 2025. So we're talking what? October, November, December, January, 4 months ago, this thing was a $13 token. In my opinion, this token here at $3.75 is a massive potential to, be a 10x in your portfolio if we start to turn around and get some stuff going. What else is going on here? Hey, good morning, Dave. Hope you are doing fantastic. Welcome this morning. And other than that, there's not a whole lot today. I don't have. Well, I got another veterinarian visit. I take that back. I got my dog is going to the vet today to do an ultrasound to see if she is pregnant. We have a feeling that we've got a pregnant Belgian Malinois. If any of you guys out there need a puppy, let me know. We'll find out later today how many we're going to have. And they are going to be available for special homes. We're going to do a good job, hopefully, of vetting everybody. And, we do live kind of out in Arizona, Nevada area. So you're going to have to be in the vicinity to pick up the puppy. I ain't driving the puppy for 2 days to get it to somebody. But if you are interested in a Belgian Malinois, which is like the police dogs mixed with boxer and pit bull, please let me know, especially if we have a personal relationship and we already know each other pretty well. So, um, yeah, like I say, I know that today is a little bit on the shorter side. I'm kind of thinking about changing Trader Tuesdays to something more along the lines of passive income. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. We've been talking about it a lot recently, that it's much easier to become a digital millionaire, which is somebody that has a passive income stream that is bringing them in $5,000 a month, and how that equals being a digital, or that how that equals being a millionaire with paper. And so, thinking we might change the theme because I'm really getting tired of this trading stuff. I mean, it just is. I thought I thought that I could avoid having to sit at my desk 8, 10, 12 hours a day trying to figure it all out by doing my ladder system, by putting in some trades at what I thought was amazing prices, and being willing to accept a little bit of a downswing with my ladders in place until we had a good upswing. Well, unfortunately, in the last, year and a half, we just haven't gotten much of an upswing except for right around, November, December of 2024. It's not really been a real pretty market, especially for long in the market. And I have figured out over the last year and a half that in order to make money on leverage trading, you just have to pay more attention than I'm willing to pay to it. I've got other things in life that I enjoy doing. Some people love sitting at a computer screen and looking at all of these, red candles, and you got the head and shoulders and the Adam and Eve and the blah 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 and the Fibonacci and the RSI, and that to me is just, I haven't enjoyed trying to learn all about that stuff yet. I'll be totally honest with you. It's just not fun for me, and life's too short to try to do something that isn't that much fun. And the other thing about this trading stuff is that I was going to say there's no leverage to it, but you will probably argue with me and say, what are you talking about? You're trading with leverage. But what I mean by leverage is time leverage. I have to do all the work. I mean, I guess, probably, I'm not sure if Crypto Lifer has a copy trading platform. If any of the exchanges that he is on allow you to copy trade him, probably that'd be a great way to go. And that'd be, one of the things that I would consider is, would be smart, would potentially be smart. And now I don't have to do, I get all of his knowledge, all of his trades. And I think it's, with most exchanges, it's 10 or 15% of the profit. So the trouble is, I wonder if you can be profitable if you're giving up 10 or 15%. In Sammy's case, maybe you can. He's got some pretty good win rates. He's got some pretty good ROI. A lot of traders go back and forth and barely break even. They have some wins, they have some losses. And by the time you pay the fee to copy trade, you're probably going to be underwater. Maybe with Sammy Price, maybe you could copy trade. Maybe it's something to worth looking into. But having said all of that, I'm highly considering turning Tuesday into the passive income stream, the digital millionaire live stream on Tuesdays. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But for now, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Don't think we've got any special streams this week. I'll keep you posted. The Wi-Fi guys still haven't got back in touch with me. I don't think that their developers have got their platform all the way set up and situated. So we're also going to be doing a special live stream here with Travis Flaherty, one of the founders of Trusted Smart Chain, which we talked a little bit about yesterday, which in my mind is a great, great opportunity to get into this crypto market and have a real special project that could do some amazing things over the next handful of years. Once again, as I talked about that yesterday, just massive, massive utility. And it looks like it could be an incredible winner. And I want to get Travis on the on a live stream so that he can really show you guys all of the stuff I was talking about yesterday, but do it fluidly and intelligently, and have you guys have a real opportunity to see why I am so excited about the trusted smart chain nodes and that project all around. So with that, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your week. God bless you. Love you. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.